My influence will be Frank OHara, who admittedly is probably the closest thing to my poetry spirit animal. I see it. So I'll start off with his poem, Having a Coke with You. Having a Coke with you is even more fun than going to San Sebastian, Irun, Hendaye, Biarritz, Bayonne, or being sick to my stomach in the Traversa de Gracia in Barcelona, partly because of your orange shirt that you look like a better, happier Saint Sebastian, partly because of my love of you, partly because of your love of yogurt, partly because of the fluorescent orange tulips around the birches, partly because of the secrecy of our smiles taken on before people and statuary. It is hard to believe that when I'm with you that there can be anything as still, as solemn, as unpleasantly definitive as statuary, when right in front of it, in the warm New York 4 o'clock light, we are drifting back and forth between each other, like a tree breathing through its spectacles. And the portrait show seems to have no faces in it at all, just paint. You suddenly wonder why in the world anyone ever did them. I look at you, and I would rather look at you than all the portraits in the world, except possibly the Polish writer occasionally, and anyways in the Frick, which thanks heavens you haven't gone to yet, so we can go together for the first time. And the fact that you move so beautifully more or less takes care of futurism. Just as at home, I never think of the nude descending a staircase, or at a rehearsal, a single drawing of Leonardo or Michelangelo that used to wow me. And what good does all the research of the Impressionists do them, when they never got the right person to stand near the tree, or when the sun sank, or for that matter, when Marino Marini didn't pick the rider as carefully as the horse. It seems they were all cheated of some marvelous experience, which is not going to go wasted on me, which is why I'm telling you about it. This second poem is admittedly probably my favorite of all time. It's called Poem. Lana Turner has collapsed. I was trotting along and suddenly it started raining and snowing, and you said it was hailing, but hailing hits you on the head hard, so it was really snowing and raining, and I was in such a hurry to meet you, but the traffic was acting exactly like the sky. And suddenly I see a headline, Lana Turner has collapsed. There is no snow in Hollywood. There is no rain in California. I have been to lots of parties and acted perfectly disgraceful, but I never actually collapsed. Oh, Lana Turner, we love you. Get up. For Grace after a party. You do not always know what I am feeling. Last night in the warm spring air, while I was blazing my tirade against someone who doesn't interest me, it was love for you that set me afire. And isn't it odd? For in rooms full of strangers, my most tender feelings wreathe and bear the fruit of screaming. Put out your hand. Isn't there an ashtray suddenly there, beside the bed? And someone you love enters the room and says, wouldn't you like the eggs a little different today? And when they arrive, they are just plain scrambled eggs, and the warm weather is holding. Mayakovsky. My heart's aflutter. I'm standing in the bathtub crying, Mother, Mother, who am I? If he will just come back once and kiss me on the face, his coarse hair brushed my temple. It's throbbing. Then I can put on my clothes, I guess, and walk the streets. I love you. I love you. But I'm turning to my verses and my heart is closing like a fist. Words. Be sick as I am sick. Swoon. Roll back your eyes. A pool. And I'll stare down at my wounded beauty, which at best is only a talent for poetry. Cannot please, cannot charm or win. What a poet. And the clear water is thick, with bloody blows on its head. I embraced a cloud, but when I soared, it rained. That's funny. There's blood on my chest. Oh yes, I've been carrying bricks. What a funny place to rupture. And now it is raining on the Atlantheus. As I step out onto the window ledge, the tracks below me are smoky and glistening with a passion for running. I leap into the leaves, green like the sea. Now I am waiting for the catastrophe of my personality to seem beautiful again, and interesting, and modern. The country is gray and brown and white in the trees, snows and skies of laughter, always diminishing, less funny, not just darker, not just gray. It may be the coldest day of the year. What does he think of that? I mean, what do I? And if I do, perhaps I am myself again. Poem for Saturday night. Eyes so tired, objects ebb and flow, breathe. What was that line? It was poetry. Earlier tonight, Tracy said, let's imagine sex differently. I said differently. She didn't. I said, let's imagine. But I wasn't talking about sex per se. I was talking about something like how in the car we were talking about death and dying, and how when a sound moves through the void, is that energy too? But we sipped on small frustrations. We were all shy-eyed and half smiles in the bathroom. I thought I was drunk, but really it was last call, and then there was formica tables and carpet and stone men waving arms to music, capturing chess pieces. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it wasn't any night at all, and I'm sitting here cross-legged, creeping around the still-closed doors, sleep in pools rolling in under the bed frame. All I want to do is tell people I love them. All I want to do is acknowledge this awake. Ramirez, write more poetry. Don't be sick all the time. You drink too much, Ramirez. Get up earlier. Stop spending so much time asleep. You know what arms are for, Ramirez. Come here and kiss me. Climb up my avalanche and find me, Ramirez. Look under the banks of snow. Under, Ramirez. Sharpen your teeth, Ramirez. Wrap your wolf robe closer, Ramirez. Like the taste of strawberries. Become more like cucumber water, Ramirez. Fight mint for slow jams. Ramirez, put your hands here. No, here. Ramirez, on my neck, not on my waist. One is more delicate than the other. Call me, Ramirez. Oh, stop, Ramirez. Don't look at me. Don't hold my hand. Sit here next to me and look away. Look at the distance between your old sneaker and my red boot and discern our toes from the shedding black suede. Believe me, Ramirez, that I only want the best for you, Ramirez. I'm telling you now. Believe me when I tell you, Ramirez. You must do this now. You must listen to me, Ramirez. Believe me, it breaks your heart when you don't, Ramirez. Are you listening, Ramirez? This is the truth, Ramirez. Believe me, Ramirez. Composition. Rib-caged mushroom, my pigeon-cracked floor, feathered, gutted. 7 a.m. surrealism and Goethe. Looked up, miniature skyline. The view down the hall and to the left. Friendly, one-track conversations. Weekends, roommates. Triple-tracked theory downstairs. No, someone newer, his ex-wife. We thought he had a crush on you. Mad about town, my rock house, I get all, what's she having? Change for crack or heroin. Abdicated, ew, idiot, sugar sister, salt, tall cans, baseball meat. 2 weeks in a freshman dragula, green worshipping the body. Ne jamais plus, all clack and mouth. It's better without the first 2 lines. Oh God, no. Burn the, fuck the. We are all tigers. No goats. Today we are all goats. All fantastic, chewing on our master's yellow scraps. In the bodegas, the men are whispering, buying bottles of pastis, pouring things into glasses. Playing petanque and measuring with sticks. They are on hands and knees while their wives picnic behind them. Wives buttering pain au lait, they are holding knives. Here we have a lake. We have built ourselves a lake. A lake, a park, a parking structure. We are fishing for cans in the lake. Sitting on benches, seducing pigeons. We have eliminated the rats. Improved the community. We have gates. We have so many gates. We have white fleur-de-lis gates, wooden gates with lovers, We have woven ribbon into chain link. We crochet gates. In our houses, we macrame gates out of jawbones. We knit crime dramas. We argue green beans. We order egg white omelets and ask about senior discounts. Our grandmothers pull their own weeds. They grow tall and round like rosemary bushes. We are stringing lights from palm trees, tripping over upheaved sidewalk. We are watching the neighbors. We have new appliances and soon new carpeting. We enjoy Swedish meatballs and lingonberry jam. We have Southwest style, no Southwest. We home improvement. We do it yourself. We chickens roosting in all our pots. Thank you.